Head back here live, CRS 2024. Final two coming up here too as well, definitely, and always good to be here. KKTC True Country 99.9. And of course, our friends out there, the Sports Guys Podcast.com, and their friends out there too at HighTideCountry.net. I told you we'd get him here too as well. Lewis Brice on the show. What's up, man?
We're here.
We're here.
Glad to be here.
All the good stuff. It's happy CRS day one, almost fast and furious. Hard to believe it's just.
Oh, it's quick. It's in and out.
It's in and out.
I try and get it all one and done, one full swoop. So it's like my 10th interview.
That's crazy, man. Good stuff there, too. Well, I'll tell you what, quite a ride you've been on, too. My brother's been busy with a lot of stuff going on, new album, too. Talk about your projects. And, man, 2024 is always off to a bang already.
It's off to a big old start. We got all kinds of things going on. First off, we have the new record out, Product of, song-titled record. That's our single that's out as well on the radio, which I looked today at. We're at 69 on media-based mainstream charts. So, kicking it right there, and the whole record's great. It's finally out there. It's on vinyl, and it's been spread pretty well. Got a couple million streams on it. So, yeah, man, we're plugging right along. And we'll talk about person-wise. And so I got married about a year ago.
Congratulations.
A couple years ago. Got a little kid on the way coming in May, a little girl. So,
yep.
Yeah, man. So I'm trying to hit the ground running, and we're cranking up for the tour season to come right now. So I think I go out this weekend to like Cheyenne, Wyoming, Colorado, and then I also got a bunch of shows with my brother this month on the Me and My Guitar tour.
There you go. Love that too. Well, he's been busy writing his head.
He's got his hands in all kind of everything, so it's good. But that's how we do it. We were raised by our daddy's, his electrician growing up, so we've always been known to have our, blue collar work ethic. We just got to apply it to music. So.
That's it, baby. That's it, blue collar work ethic. Hey, talk to me about just how good this is to have this 90s country sound come back, which your brother, to me, was a huge part of, too, at the time before the shift and movement, which I appreciate all the artists and what they do out there, too. But now you see Zach Top and Randall King and just all these great artists kind of bringing it back. What does that mean to the industry?
It means a lot, in my opinion. Because in my opinion, 90s country and 90s rock and roll is hard to beat in general. 90s music in general. I love that. That's kind of the music that I really grew up listening to is in the 90s. Travis Tritts, your Clay Walkers, your Garth is in that world as well. So Shenandoah. So it's really good to see all that natural good sound coming back. And also, I love the fact about the live band stuff. As when people use the tracks, I've tried to use tracks. It just don't really work out very well in my music. I'm a very live band. My guys, I like putting 4 or 5 guys on stage. We like playing it, up loud and in your face. And I trust my band. I have a really good band. So I love the whole thing. Whenever people watch my show, I am the show, yes. But I love people that watch the band behind me. I try and get some of the best musicians to put on the show as well. So.
Got to ask you about one of those legends, too. 32 number one hits, 30 years in the business. God rest his soul. We're going to do a benefit show for him this Friday coming up. Show Dog and Friends out at the Beaver, which is Big Benny's putting it together.
Yes, sir.
What he meant to you, the impact on country music?
Man, for me, he was a huge pioneer in this business. Again, back in the 90s country, for me, I just all the doors he opened up, and people don't really know this a lot about him, but on the business side of things, he was on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
He had a big part in Taylor Swift's career, retired to get her signed, also a big machine and stuff like that. Business-wise, he was one of the top money makers in the business, even when he wasn't touring or putting out music. Even still, but man, he was just a pioneer of opening up, in his vein of music, I feel like he made it kind of like more independent, like one of the biggest independent artists. In the sense he was signed, but he made a road for independent artists. I feel like he opened up a lot of doors for artists. Like the Big Benny and Butter, Trey Choir and those guys, and a bunch of other artists. But and also that sound, it's just a natural sound. He believed in America. Oh, sorry about that. He believed in America. That was a big thing. And that was very powerful about that. And so, not a lot of artists. They don't sing a lot about that anymore. So that's one thing he believed in. And, if he didn't like it, he'd tell you to kiss his ass. It's almost like say it on tape.
He said that in songs a lot of times, very patriotic, and he was just one of those guys that wanted to put himself out there, put his brand of music, and one of the hardest workers in showbiz when it came down to it, music industry too. You guys touring, it's lively again too. At the same time, this record's out, which is I cannot wait to hear more of this record and people stream it out there too at the same time too. Talk about songwriting and just what it means to you, because a lot of people say it's therapy and they just love the process of it, or they love a co-write and a collaboration.
I love a co-write, me generally personally, and yes, I do agree. It's songwriting is very important to me. I wouldn't necessarily, I guess it's in a sense of release, but for me, I like writing about my. It's easy for me to write about my personal stories, about where I'm at, where I'm from. I love. For me, the most fascinating thing about it is walking to a room, and then about 2 hours later, you come out with a piece of art or a piece of music that's like wow, you can hear that on the radio. It's like, how does that come out of nowhere? You know, it's like a couple ideas, put them together. And yeah, I'm more of a melody guy. I'm getting better at spitting words and, you know, throw a paint on the wall and hopefully stick together. You know, but I love writing with co-writes. They're good at phrasing stuff a little better than I am. But overall, like, you know, I feel like also being a songwriter on your songs, it brings up authenticity, authentication. That's you on stage. And for me, the songs that I cut are the ones that I can really, you know, immerse myself into. So.
Well, I tell you, man, it's good to see you. And definitely, we're going to keep track of everything. We'll definitely come back anytime you come on here, and we'll do a full show out there too as well. And definitely, hey, man, CRS Day 1, always good things getting through it. 2024, Lewis Brice, one of the superstars to look forward to out there too. If you haven't already, go subscribe to YouTube channels and, of course, all his social media out there too. And, of course, hey, man, thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate it.
You got it. Lewis Brice out there too as well. Day 2 coming up tomorrow too. We actually have one more coming up, Priscilla blocking, and we're heading off to the Doghouse tonight, broadcasting live 6 to 10 in the loft up there, having a good time with our friends over there. Bangtail Whiskey, the CadenGordonShow.com, today's best country mix, and our friends at Jewelry by Tommy, and of course Lady TLC's travel agency, giving away a trip tonight too, with music trivia out there too, drinking, having a good time, and enjoying it out there too. And of course, Show Dog and Friends coming up Friday out there at the Wild Beaver Saloon. Talk to you guys back in a few. Stay tuned for a lot more.